Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kelvin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena where I give you advice on playing in Arena. This time around, it's the Journey to Ungoro meta, and I'll be playing a Priest deck, so let's go ahead and jump into the draft process as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. So let's go ahead and jump into this Priest draft, and we're going to follow pretty closely to the Hearth Arena recommendations, I'd say, unless something just really jumps out at me as wrong. So that said, Violet Teacher, pretty obvious choice here. Healing just doesn't make a big enough impact in Arena most of the time. Humongous Razor Leaf, although amazing and constructed Priest, we're very unlikely to draw silences consistently enough to actually make this work. So Violet Teacher, pretty obvious choice. This might be Ravager Runt or Stormwind Champion, I'm not really sure. I guess I like this card more than Hearth Arena, apparently. It's worked really well for me, but I do understand the downsides. You don't always have 2 minions out, so sometimes it's just a really weak 2/2 for 2. And, of course, Stormwind Champion has 2 benefits. Big body. 6/6 is good, almost regardless in Arena of any other, unless it costs 10 mana maybe. A 6/6 is just a great body. And the buff is nice, too. Obviously, we don't want AMKM Rager. Worst card in the game for Arena, maybe, or close to it. Probably Thresh it on here. Just another giant dude with a Death Rattle, which makes it a little stickier. Both of these, way too conditional. This just doesn't do enough to the board. Dies. Most of its stats die for free, so State of Thresh works. Probably Hired Gun? Yeah. Just a good stat at 3-drop. Trades up pretty well. It's a taunt, too, which can work at a pinch, even if you're not caring about the trades necessarily or the stat value. Sometimes you just need a taunt to survive or protect the value asset, and that's what Hired Gun can do. That's cool with Violet Teacher, but that's unlikely to hit, and this guy's just not enough punch. Song Sealer, probably, yeah. Oh, no. Fireplume Phoenix takes the edge. I love it. Cool. Here, we lost our Silence Priest, so we have the combo right here. We missed it, though. You should make your green screen color match your skin, so you're a floating beard. Why don't you remind me to do that move 333 after I finish this arena run, because that sounds hilarious. Like, I'd like to try that, honestly. We all know how much you love them big bodies, Regis. Like them thick girls. Oh, no, I have a big body, right? So, Regis a little chubby, so I gotta stand up for my boys. Although, my girlfriend is very, very tiny and petite, so I don't really know how all that flows together and fits, but we'll see. I just saw your 20 packs and 3 legendaries opening. Whoa, spoiler alert. Why, Regis, why? Why do you do this to us, says Exercise 1. Can't help it, man. It's just RNGesus, man. I'm blessed. I have a big body too, says TSH Murray. Nothing wrong with a big body. I make mine work. So, on that note, I like Cabal Song Stealer a lot, but I'm going to trust Hearth Arena here. It's got the slight edge on the tier score, and 4-drops are pretty important, so let's go for it. Spiteful Smith, of course, no synergy in Priest. Probably the Brewmaster here. Yeah, they all kind of suck in my mind, but that's just way too passive and not enough value for a card. Like, top-decking this would suck. Way too slow for Faceless. Youthful Brewmaster, probably hard to get real value out of it, but sometimes it's just a 2-mana 3/2, right? And it is good with Fireplume Phoenix, as pointed out here in the synergies, so I believe it. Ooh, Mind Control, I guess, is the choice. It's a little slow in my taste most of the time, but still, can provide a really big swing in the late game if they just play 1 minion. You get to remove it and summon it at the same time, which is awesome. And these are just too weak, right? They don't do enough, so Mind Control it is. Probably Wild Pyro. This is way too conditional and not well statted for a 4-drop, so it's just dead and far too many matchups. This sets up trades, but you have to have trades to make it work, and sometimes you just won't have trades to make it work. This guy, though, just a 2-drop, which is good, and occasional value off the, probably Fairy Dragon here. Oh, no, Holy Smite takes the edge. It gets the synergy bump, which makes sense. We have Violet Teacher. We have Wild Pyro, both insane combos with Holy Smite, so yeah, I like it. Tier score-wise, it's pretty close to Fairy Dragon, but makes a lot of sense. I like it. And of course, Wind Fury is terrible in Arena most of the time. Onyx Bishop has to be right, yeah. Pretty cool. Can get some good big guys back, but even if you don't, just a bundle of stats is awesome a lot of the time. So, seems like a good minion. No Murloc Synergy. This card's, I think, better than a 57, honestly, because I've seen so many Pirates in Arena. but still not better than Onyx Bishop. Soul Priest is the easy choice for me here. That sucks. But it is a pirate, as I just mentioned, and this is too hard for us to activate. So Soul Priest is a great card. Mad Bomber maybe, but Dark Hair Alchemist is good too. And man, Hearts Arena really agrees with my sentiment there. Like, if you could make numerical representations of the thought process I just went through, that would be exactly those. So let's see. Bomber is a good 2-drop. Kind of works with Youthful Brewmaster. Sort of works with stuff like Holy Smite, maybe to like soften a minion before you kill it. Alchemist is good at healing minions in your face. We do have some late game already though, and some good 4-drops. 1 5-drop, but we'll get more mid game. So I think Mad Bombers. I'm going to go with the choice here, even though this has a higher tier score and additional synergies. I'm really curious why this gets the bump. I guess just to give us a ping, it says. I can buy that. Let's do it. Let's try it. Spellbreaker for me, probably. Yeah. We missed our silence effect earlier. Man, we've had 2 silences. That Razor Leaf is starting to look like a missed opportunity, right? We don't need another Brewmaster, even though the stats in this guy are good. Silences are just so valuable. I like it a lot. Amber, for sure. I was like, oh, Calmus is a good card, but then I realized we don't have an elemental deck, so it sucks. I'm gonna head out. Goodbye, oh beautiful beard. See you, Bam Bam. Thanks for stopping by as always, man. Am I your favorite squip? I don't know what a squip is, but you're definitely my favorite squip. You're the only one I know. So there you go. Behold the rage of the Firelands. Pick Wind Fury Harpy in case you play against Priest. That might be the only time it's good. Hearth Arena overvalues 2-drops a bit. Akanai plus Alchemist combo. You're right, that would have been a good combo, actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that. And I agree with you. I think 2-drops are less important in Arena now. I think 3-drops have taken the edge as the most important on-curve card these days. There's just less good 2-drops in Arena or available in the pool of cards to select, so it's harder to play like a 2-drop curve deck than it used to be, where that was really the meta back in the day. Sort of the, advice everybody got was be sure you have enough 2-drops. I think that's less relevant. They're still good, but you can certainly play around with your curve a little more than you used to could in Arena. Like, you can kind of forego 2-drops, especially if you have an active ping, depending on the class. Anyway, this choice is very easy. These cards are way too conditional and situational, but Free from Amber just is a big minion most of the time. Cabal Talon Priest, obviously, super good card in Arena. Ridiculously easy choice. I don't know why Hearth Arena is slow, but as you can see from the tier score here, there's really no consideration to make, particularly when we have a gap at 3 mana anyway. Just a super strong card, particularly when you have good 2-drops. This is interesting. Huh. I don't know if I agree with this. This card is surprisingly good. This card is really good. But they're saying that Dragonite Operative is really, really good, even though we don't have a dragon, just because the body. A 5-mana 5/6 is just worth a lot in stats. And there is a chance we get a dragon or 2 still. Alright, I'll go for it. I believe you. I'm trusting you, Hearth Arena. I kind of miss... I wish I had both of these cards in my deck, but I'll take it. Probably the Shell Razor. Yeah, just a good taunt body, and the Death Rattle's awesome too. I put 2 Eater of Secrets in my mage deck to counter Freeze Mage. Ended up countering a Quest Priest who got my Ice Block. That's crazy, Moo. I've seen a lot of Eater of Secrets tech lately. Seems like a card that's finally making the cut, which is cool. I was supposed to be Billy the Squid, like Billy the Kid, but Squid was taken, so I picked Squip. Hey man, that's an awesome name, Genesis. That's a cool story. It sounds cool. I like it. It's like the P is an upside down D, so it kind of still like looks or makes sense. It's cool. Hearth Arena is sometimes slow because of golden animations, by the way. Oh, we had golden animations available. I see. I see. Hey Regis, has anyone told you that you look like Bran or Magni Bronzebeard? Says Ex Machina. Yes, actually a lot. In fact, a lot of people call me Regis Bronzebeard. So, yeah, I've heard that. And I'm fine with that. I'm not a dwarf, though. I'm actually fairly tall. I'm like 6'3". So, I got the beard and the rugged good looks of the dwarven people. But, thankfully, got the height of a human. Perhaps even the height of a Tauren. but not quite that tall. Anyway, easy pick here. I don't really think Mana Wyrm's a terrible card. Spawn of N'Zoth, not so great, but still, that's just such a good card. Nesting Rock is pretty good. Stubborn Gastropod takes the cake, though. I love it. And I have it in golden, guys, as you'll notice. Because I accidentally crafted a golden one on video today, apparently. Which I haven't even seen yet, because people didn't tell me until I started the stream, so I'm missing out. I like all three of these cards just fine. But, it says we seriously need a 2-drop, though. If that's why it's getting the edge, I'm not sure. But as far as tier score is concerned, it's still the same as Nesting Rock, so it doesn't really matter. And I actually really like this card a lot. I've found tons of success with it in Arena lately, so I'm totally fine with that. This is a tough choice for me. And apparently for Hearth Arena as well. This is not a synergy with Onyx Bishop, by the way. Why on earth would it say that? It's a terrible Onyx Bishop card. Oh, no, the Ogre still counts, I guess. Never mind, it's fine. It's sort of like a 3-3 added to the pool because it's an average of a 6-6 and a 1-1. Sometimes you'll whiff, sometimes you'll hit big. So I don't know that I consider that a synergy. It's risky, but also potential upside. I really like Nerubian Prophet a lot, though. This card can provide so many big swings. And actually, if you're counting the synergies of, like, Onyx Bishop, this is just as good. It's not nearly as good with Youthful Brewmaster, though. That is true. But, you know, I don't know if I want to make my decision based on one single card. At the end of the day, though, do we have enough, like, early game that we won't need this sort of tempo play? Maybe we're just better off with a big minion, and we don't have any true 6-drops because this isn't really a 6-drop. I'll buy it. I'll take the choice here. I think Twilight Drake? I think I'm going to take Twilight Drake against the advice here. And that's because of Draconid Operative. Imp Master is like, yeah, it's a 3-drop, but it just doesn't put that many stats out there. It doesn't work well with Wild Pyro or Mad Bomber. There's some risks. We're probably going to get more 3-drops along the way. And I would love to hit a Draconid Operative. And I just like Twilight Drake as a good 4-drop. We do have a lot of 4-drops, though. That's tough. But as you can see from the tier score, it is just a considerably better card. I don't like that it got discounted so considerably by the actual final score over the tier score. I'm going to go against Curve here and pick the Twilight Drake. Change your name to Regis Bronzebeard for April Fools or something. I like it. Regis Bronzebin. That's good too. I like it. My name's supposed to be Pinisu. Oh, I see P3. I can call you Penisu. How do you pronounce Penisu, though? That's what I really need to know. Or Penis U, if you go to Penis University, I guess. Penis U is another choice there. So let's clarify to make sure we get it right. If you have it in hand from turn 1, it's a 3-drop, which you lack. Yeah, I like Nerubian Prophet a lot, guys. But I think we have enough early game. I think we'll be fine. Regis the Squip. Yo, Regis says, Yoga Facile Gameplays TV. Well, hello, man. Seems like that's a new name here. Had to stumble over the pronunciation in particular. Or is it TV? It sounds like a lot of your name is probably Hispanic origin, so maybe it's like TV. I don't know how you guys say TV. Or televisión? I don't know. Making guesses there. Don't hold it against me. But anyway, welcome to the channel if you're new, man. Thanks for stopping by. Regis, we need emotes. It's pronounced penis ooh. Okay. I could go with that. I'm okay with saying penis ooh on stream. I don't think that's particularly problematic. Oh my god, look, Bran is on the screen right now. That's me, guys. Shadow Over Death, pretty easy choice here. I love Dark Iron Dwarf, but we're already heavy on 4-drops, and we need this removal. It's just an awesome card, so it'll be totally fine. Shadow Over Pain's great, too, so pretty easy pick here. I like having these removal options. This is the kind of card we could play on turn 3 a lot, too, even though it's a 2-drop, so fine with that. Those are both pretty bad. Mixtures to be fine, I think. Don't need 4-drops. More early game. Heal is good to keep us alive because we have a lot of late game power, so stall and heal are pretty strong. Ooh, Alkanite combo too. I didn't even think of that. That's cool. I like that pick. Man. 0. It got a score of 0, guys. That's awesome. Pings are good when you don't have them. Priest doesn't have them. This is more early game too, and it's a card you can play with a 2-drop on 3 to help us fill this gap a little bit. Tauren I don't need. We have enough 4-drops, and we have a few taunts too, so I think Archer's the right choice, even though it's not my favorite card ever. Probably the Seer here. Just AoE removal. We don't have any full board clears yet. No Holy Nova or anything of the sort, so feels pretty good. I like this card a lot anyway. I think it's better than a 70 even. These are both okay, but the Corrupted Seer feels right. Probably the Frost Ellie. Got to -7. I wonder what the lowest. I wonder what the lowest card score has ever been, because that's the lowest I think I've ever seen is the -7. But this just doesn't do enough. Obviously, terrible choice. Dies way too easily for a 3-drop, and we don't care about the Death Rattle. So Frost Ellie works for me. Probably the secondary Bruiser here. Sort of a 3-drop sometimes too, which is nice. So I'm happy to take that. No elemental synergies for this dude, and this is fine. But we have a lot of early game, and this is susceptible to some of our board, like Pyromancer and Bomber. Holy Nova's good. We'll take Holy Nova. Great card in general. These other 2 options are pretty weak, so Flesh Eating Ghoul we'll take for the 3-drop, I think. Oh man, I don't know. I kind of like this. I think I might go against Curve here. It's considerably worse though, I guess, according to Hearth Arena. How many 3-drops do I have? 1, 2. Really, just 2 minions. But the thing about Mistress of Mixtures is it is a 1-drop you can play with a 2-drop on Curve. The question is, we're going to run out of gas too quickly. We just don't have a lot of card draw necessarily. Ooh. I think I'm gonna pick the Flesh Eating Ghoul here, guys. We'll just switch that thing. Let's see if I can catch up here. Regis Windbin, like that too. H-Roar, that's awesome, dude. Thanks for the suggestion. It's a good name. Penis Ooh 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's gone too far. Spartacus 27, hello man, thanks for stopping by. Wild Willy Wonka says, sup Regis, big fan on YouTube, love your vids. Thanks man, thanks for swinging by on Twitch too. Hope you have fun hanging out with us, chatting and doing some arena fun stuff. Regis Winson Kintin Fin Bin Pin Bin, love it dude, it's awesome. 69 tier score Kappa. One time I got a -12 score of a card. I like it. H-Roar says, get the Ghoul. Spartacus says, pick the Mistress. I need a tiebreaker, guys. Next person in chat to suggest Ghoul or Mistress will help me decide. Because I'm actually pretty evenly split. Like I like the idea of going with Hearth Arena, but Curve consideration feels pretty good. Forest 13 says Ghoul. That was where my heart was at too, so we picked it. I don't know. I feel pretty split across all 3 of these. This is a 3-drop, which I think we need. But, I mean, it's darn near impossible to actually guess what cards your opponent might have in Arena, I think. I don't know. Why is everybody saying silence? What does that mean? Oh, because you can silence the Mistress? I'm not sure what you guys mean by the silence there. Hope I'm not silent. I'm going to take the Sea Giant, I think. It's the highest tier score here. It can actually be a pretty low cost card, too, with all these 1-drops and stuff we have. We might be able to get this out pretty early for big swings. I like that idea, even though it's not a 3-drop. It is the final card, though, so we're kind of locked in here on our Curve. We did pick up a few 3-drops, though. I think we'll be fine. Sea Giant's just a good card. Regis, you're cheerful on YouTube and Twitch. Don't become jaded by broken expansions and become like Crip. No, I don't think that's possible. I like the game too much. I mean, I've been playing since like the 2nd month of release, so multiple years already at this point. I really don't see myself burning out now. I think I'm already locked in, right? Like, it's just fun playing games with your friends, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I think I'll be happy. Oh, silence was the choice with the Ghoul. I didn't even process that because it wasn't even in consideration. Our tier score here is not too bad compared to the last couple ones we had here on stream. That's fairly good. Strong against mid-range, weak against attrition. That surprises me because we do have a lot of sort of late-game cards like that. Anyway, that's our summary there from Hearth Arena. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's play some games, see how it goes. I'm still not really up on the arena meta, so I don't think we'll play perfectly by any means. I don't expect a lot of wins necessarily. Mostly here to learn, try to get better, see what we can figure out together. Just get some experience in arena, essentially. 74 is pretty good, is it? I don't even know, guys. It's a good score, huh? Well, maybe we'll do good. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that strong to me for it to say 74. Maybe it is. I mean, Cabal Talon Priest, awesome card. Shadow Word Death's great card. Holy Nova's a good card. Got some heavy hitting cards here for sure, but it doesn't feel like it's just overpowered to me or anything. Obviously gonna throw away that junk. Look for some early game cards. Mad Bomber might be solid. Operative's tad slow, but make it work. This is pretty risky unless he plays something, right? Like most of it's gonna be hitting either my minion or I don't care about face damage, right? But still gonna play it. That makes this a lot better of a play. Much more likely to get value instead of just toss it into my own dude. But I'm pretty sure my mistress will still die because I had such good luck with packs today. Oh no! That's fine. Good results. We don't have a turn 3 play, so the heal here might actually work out really nicely. And we're not likely to get a turn 3. We just don't have that many. Oh, that doesn't feel very good, I bet. We still don't have a turn 3 play. So oh, we can't do that. I was about to trade and heal. This is going to trade and heal, but that doesn't work, guys. I don't know if you know that. This is a poisonous minion. Which should actually be venomous for the record, but whatever. It's poisonous. We'll take it. Just glad we got the keyword at all. What do I got to sign to get Overwatch cards in Hearthstone? I don't think that'll ever happen just because it's so thematically inappropriate, but it would be cool. I'll grant you that. What do I got to sign to get Hearthstone cards in Overwatch? I love it. You were thinking about the alternative there. That's pretty funny. I think there probably already are some like Hearthstone sprays and stuff. In fact, I know there are. There are some like the emotes, you know, WoW and Oops and all that fun stuff. Are sprays in Overwatch. So you're kind of halfway there. Oh, and 12, it's a true dream. That would be cool. It'd be cool if they let you play, like, always 14 games and just see how many you win, right? Like, instead of just, like, your first 3 losses top you out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's not perfect as far as, like, setting up trades are concerned, but feels pretty good. If I trade now, he can trade back and kill it. But I might be able to utilize a Holy Nova if I don't trade now. In other words, you know, I can trade next turn and Holy Nova and heal the Mad Bomber back up. So I think I'm just going to go face on the potential Holy Nova value here. Or that's going to happen. That can happen too. I can Arcanine, Hero Power. Sort of good. Nothing feels that great, to tell you the truth. If he then trades this way, it'll be down to 2 health. Maybe he can Holy Nova or Hero Power again next turn. That's a pretty awkward hand. It's a great play. Spiker's Seed is an insane card. So he can trade this way. Like I said, it goes down to 2. I hope he doesn't buff it again. Coin Spike Ridge Steed. Like, man, how can you play around that? Not that we could have anyway. We didn't have an out to kill the minion, I don't think. So it didn't really matter, but it's going to get to kill our Arcanine. That's pretty good. Holy Nova doesn't really accomplish much. This taunt pops out and I still can't kill it. We could just trade, play the Stormwind champion, I think. Yeah, Hunter, I do know the interaction with Arcanine Soul Priest and heals. Thank you, though. I hope I didn't say something that suggested otherwise. I think we'll just play the minion and trade. He has 6 on board. He could theoretically trade right back in, but it doesn't help this, by the way. I know that. It's just a Boulder Fist Ogre, basically, at this point, right? Or a little bit worse. Boulder Fist Ogre would actually be considerably better because of the 7 health, but we got to do something. Could have maybe just played Draconid Operative, actually, and Healed face, right? But that wouldn't have helped any. That's so scary good. But at least Holy Nova will clean that up eventually. I might just go ahead and discover from Amber this turn and not worry about the Holy Nova. There's not that much damage on board. He's going to attack again, so the Holy Nova is going to get better the more often he utilizes this. So we can just maybe play a big dude at this point and see what we get here. Since there's no Battle Cry, I guess Doomcaller is actually the best choice here. It's got the most health and more than enough damage to deal with the board. So happy to take that. That's fine. Just another big dude. Let's see, I'm a little bit behind. Are you saying that Leroy Jenkins fits Warcraft lore? Well, sort of, I guess. He's technically World of Warcraft, like, meta lore, sort of, in a way, right? But I think they did officially, like, make him part of the lore in some sense or another. Like, didn't they add something in the game that officially recognized the name beyond just Hearthstone? By the way, Regis, did you know that the voice actor for Rexar is the same for McCree? I didn't, but that'd be hilarious if they reference that in the game somehow. If they, like, Ooh. Is the value too good to pass up, boys? Or should I just, like, Flesh-Eating Ghoul? Stubborn Gastropod, Holy Nova. I can't do all that. I can't do all that. So if I Wild Pyro Holy Nova, it will not kill the Gnomish Inventor, but it will kill the Firefly. If I just Holy Nova, I'll have to attack into the Stegodon still, but I can heal it back up. This will still be a 9 health minion, and I can play the... If I play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, it's basically going to be like a giant 3 health dude with some sort of giant attack value. And the Gnomish Inventor will be able to trade into it, but it will die. His weapon will also be able to trade into it, but he'll take a metro amount of damage. So I think I'm going to play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul just as a... I know it will die, but it's just going to be a... Oh, I actually just made a mistake. I should have played this first. I don't know why I didn't. But it's still going to have more than enough attack for anything that matters, right? The only real value is killing this or this. But he should actually be at 7-3. So if he does use his weapon, it might make a difference. It's definitely a misplay, but for some reason I didn't think it mattered to Holy Nova until I killed that guy. Rexar is Batman. Yeah, he does look like Batman a bit with that mask, that's for sure. Like the horns on his mask and stuff. So let's see, he did trade the Gnomish Inventor as expected. That's totally reasonable. I think we just play wide on the board here. Maybe trade into a minion. I don't know what this secret's going to be. I think it's possible that it's Repentance, so maybe I just play the Wild Pyro first. Just in case. Test that secret. Nope, so that's fine. Now we can do... just go big on the board. Do I actually just want to go face? Like, can I apply enough pressure that just going face puts me in a position to win? Like, let's see. He can trade 3 and 2 into 5, 3 and 3 into 6, 2 into 2. He doesn't have enough on the board to kill the Doomcaller, but the Doomcaller does actually take 2 turns or more to kill him. I think this actually... Oh, well, that answers my question regardless. That solves the puzzle. I didn't have a choice. Turns out I didn't have a choice. So that's just fine. We're out of cards. A little problematic. A little bit problematic here. Oh, man. This guy's deck is actually insane, right? I don't want to sound too much like Crypt, but all these Stegodons, the Doppelgangsters, like, this guy's got a good deck. We hit like an all-star deck right now. It's kind of nuts. Is he going to kill this with his face? He probably should. I don't know if I'd have done it that way. Oh, he wanted to remove the Pyro, but I still would have used the minion. I don't know how I feel about that particular trade. That is like the deadest straw imaginable. Playing this out does virtually nothing, right? He can use the weapon to kill it. He can use 1/1s. Like, it's just useless. But I think I have to anyway. because he's always going to have more recruits coming. Like, this is never going to get real value. The Holy Smite is also terrible. Man. This is what it feels like to be salty, isn't it? I think I know how Crypt feels. I think I know what it's like. Murray says, anybody notice that you never see Regis Kilbin and Batman together? Do you think it's a coincidence they're wearing this black shirt? I mean, think about it, guys. Come on. I bet I have a Batman figure close by. I bet I can pull out a Batman action figure. Basically, you guys are going to name pop culture icons, and then I'm going to have action figures of all of them. Yeah, this is a pretty crappy figure, but it was the closest Batman figure I had nearby. So, there you go. A little dusty. That's going to be the new game. Can Regis find any given cultural icon in his action figure collection? Yeah, that's pretty good result, but I still have a totally dead Holy Smite, and he has a giant board that's getting insanely better with Grime Shooting Force every turn, so this is going to be a loss for sure. I don't think we have any outs here. Sea Giant would have helped, but oh, that seals the deal for sure. It's a bat beard. Yep. It like folds up and like goes behind my ears or something. It turns into my hair. His Piccolo action figure is his Robin. That's funny. Stegadon on a Stegadon on a Stegadon on a Silverhand recruit. Yeah, we got Stegadons and Stegadons on Stegadons. Stegadons for everybody. Salt, PJ Salt all over the place. I love it. I don't get very many emotes, guys. I'll take all the PJ Salts. Regis, do you think playing other games in the stream? Oh, good question. Maybe you should stick around tonight. Maybe after this arena run, you should stick around, because maybe some fun stuff's going to happen. What do you know? Maybe, just maybe. It's weird to put Poisonous on this guy. He must have got other junk options, but you don't normally think you need Poisonous on a giant dude. But just a little teaser, guys. After this arena run, maybe I'll play a little more constructed. I don't know for sure, but sometime later tonight, I'm actually going to stream some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. If you guys know that game, it's kind of blowing up on Twitch and like everywhere, right? It's basically a battle royale style game, kind of like H1Z1 King of the Kill or DayZ, which I used to play in the past. I was a pretty early adopter actually on DayZ. DayZ was a game I really enjoyed. Mind Control or Bust? We got it, but we're still dead. Like, it's hilarious that we got it, though. Is this another Stegadon? How many spike-ridged steeds did this guy get? His deck is nuts. His name is also hilarious. But anyway, yeah, I've been playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds with my real-life friends lately. We've pulled back a little bit from World of Warcraft, and we've kind of gotten addicted to Battlegrounds. So I'm thinking about playing some Battlegrounds on stream later. It's one of those things where people are going to say, oh, but we want to watch you play Hearthstone because that's your game. I totally understand that, but here's what's going to happen. I'm either going to play Battlegrounds by myself off stream, or I can stay on stream and also play Battlegrounds. So you're going to lose Hearthstone Regis either way. It's just whether you want me to stream a different game or not. And I figured the lesser of two evils was a little bit of Regis, playing a different game as opposed to no Regis at all. So there you go. Any McFarlane figures on hand? Definitely have some McFarlane figures. Oh, by the way, here's a better Batman figure. I don't know why I didn't show this. This is an old DC Direct Justice Batman figure. Also very dusty, though, but much cooler looking Batman in the scheme of things. In fact, I had two Batman figures on my desk. Yeah, I definitely have some McFarlane stuff. I don't know if anything on the desk is McFarlane. I have some old Spawn stuff, like the first ever Spawn figure, and some random Spawn figures throughout the years. Also, like some Halo McFarlane stuff. Just random assortments of stuff like that. Should I go ahead and keep the Shadow Word Death just in case? Like, just for the tempo swing later? Because it's such a good card. Or will I be too tempted to use it and I should just go for board? I think I just go for board. Teaser. Daisy, who names their shooting game after a flower. Yeah, let me Day Z, or if you're British, I guess Day Z. I think the Brits say Z as in Z. IRL friends PogChamp. I'm making them up. They're not real. I want to see it. Play it. Play it. Everybody wants to see Battlegrounds. I mean, guys, I'm not going to be like great at it or anything. Don't get too excited, right? Oh, man, this is awkward. Like, I kind of want to save Pyromancer Coin because it's so good. But at the same time, I could just coin out a great 4-drop next turn with like Fireplume Phoenix or whatever, or Tortillon. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this out to trade. It doesn't feel great to go 2 into 2, and that's a pretty weak 2-drop, but I don't want to fall behind by just hero powering, because we have an otherwise fairly smooth curve, it looks like. Because if we can coin 4 into 4, we're likely to draw like a 3-drop or a 2-drop to play on 5, and then we got some good 6s and stuff. I'm just going to do it. I think it's okay. I want to watch Regis, so let's do it. Stream it. More PJ Salts. Stream 24/7. Play whatever game you like. It's your stream, not ours. Definitely. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one who... Oh my gosh, really, dude? At least we do have the taunt, but that's annoying. This guy went like full Unguro cards. Yeah, I will always play what I want to play, but I do like Hearthstone, and I do want to play Hearthstone for you guys, because that's what people know and enjoy, right? Well, it's going to play the Fire Plume, but I think this might be my best ever Twilight Drake, because our hand will never get bigger than this, and he still doesn't actually threaten to attack face with the Fledgling, and this could make the Twilight Drake even bigger, so let's try this. He can hero power to get through, and I wouldn't be able to get through the Infested Tauren right away, but we can use the Fire Plume to clear off the taunt and then trade into the Vicious. So, oh, he is going to get to attack face. Wow! That's actually annoying. As long as he doesn't go to 6 health, though, we should be fine. Or Stealth could be bad, too. That's actually kind of bad, because, you know... It trades more damage into this, but it's still only 4, so it's not that big of a deal. We could just play the Fire Plume to set up the trade. We have to remove this from the board, though, right? Has to die. It gets so much more value over time. 3 health is important, because these are both at 2, which is nice. So we do have the board pretty firmly. You may not want to trade. We might be able to play Sea Giant. Maybe just Racketeer will be good. I don't think we'll need the Frost Ellie just yet, but we're in a good spot, I think. We have enough meat in hand to win this game for sure. And a slightly better board. What? Well, that makes it much more difficult to do that. I guess the Frost Ellie is good now at this point to slow that down. We have maybe time to draw into a death or resummon a dude or play our own or play the Racketeer. Like we'll have time to get more stats on the board. Man, that is scary. I can actually play this and then the Sea Giant. Well, the only risk is that it kills exactly the Fire Plume Phoenix with all 3 pings. And if that happens, I'll probably retire from Hearthstone. But as long as I play this right, this will go down to 5. That's a total of 7 mana, as long as everything lives. And the only thing that could possibly die is if all 3 bombs hit the Fire Plume Phoenix. And like I said, that's just not possible. It didn't happen because it's still green. Okay. Cool. So we netted basically 2 damage there from that play. That's nice. We get some more stats on the board and stuff. He gets to make a probably reasonable trade into this, but that's fine if this thing's just kind of stalled out for a little while. We have the 8/8 here. Am I, like, insane, or are we getting, like, the best decks ever right now we're playing against? What is going on? That's a nuts play. Oh my gosh. Do I Shadow or Death in Onyx Bishop, or do I just free from Amber? Like, at the end of the day, it's only 10 damage on the board. I can clear that off, right, and just play another big guy and have 2 big guys against his 2 big guys. I think I'm just going to go this route since it's on curve. Next turn I can Racketeer and Death. I know I can Bishop and Death now, but there's a chance this dies and gets added to the Bishop pool, making the Bishop slightly better next turn. It's not good, guys. Don't even try to entice me. It's not good. Don't be silly. It's not good. The Devil Sword actually... The Devil Sword's sort of good, right? Like, it goes down to 2. I almost think the Gruul is slightly better, because I don't want to charge into one of these and activate the Death Rattles and give him more damage faster. I think the Gruul is more likely to spin out of control and be something that he has to force trades into right now to kill, or leave it up and just make my board stronger, so we'll see. Majinar's got basketball practice, has to head out. See you, man. Sorry if I missed you. I heard some people burned out trying to appease their fan base too much. The Daisy comment was a joke. Well, I figured it was a joke, but you never really know. You never know. It's sort of a niche game at this point, Daisy is. I feel like it was pretty popular a while ago, but lately isn't necessarily. When Regis starts playing Players Unknown Battlegrounds, the stream will be him walking for half an hour and he will die to the first player he fights. That's maybe more... Oh my god! No way! The plays on this guy! I've never seen plays like this. I have absolutely never seen plays like this. Look at that nonsense. I can't believe... I'm not even salty. Like, I hope I don't sound so... I'm stunned. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm impressed. That was the perfect... I think that might have been the best possible 9-mana play that guy could have had. It's crazy. I'm just going to try to go wide with stats right now and hope to God I draw like Holy Nova or... I mean, we have enough health. We can kind of go wide for a little bit and force this guy to make trades, I think. That's just nuts. But anyway, as far as Battlegrounds is concerned, we're not bad. Like, me and my squad, we've won 3 times so far in squad matches. We have about a 5% win rate, but our first 10 games we were like stupid bad. So, like, we win from time to time. We're not like great or anything, but our squad rating, I'm like 39,000th in the world right now for squad, which means if they're 4-man teams, that's probably roughly the top 10,000 teams in the world or whatever, which is not terrible. But, we're not by any means good at the game or anything. I can't kill this. Can't kill anything on board. I can kill the 4-1 at least, which is fairly nice. We can play both of these. Hopefully we just get some more stats, and maybe we'll start to bleed this guy out. Oh, that's a great draw. So important that we got that. Like, this is really scary, but the fact that we have a fairly sizable board is nice. He can trade this way. I guess this wasn't really a lot of value, but I wanted to just get as many stats as possible, because it means he may not be able to kill this, that kind of thing. Wind Fury's bad. It's like free. Yeah. I wouldn't even mind if he goes attack here. Divine Shield's more problematic unless we get exactly Shadow Word Pain. I need to be able to kill this. I don't have a way to. It's gonna destroy me. Oh my god. That's so clutch. It's insanely clutch. I'm gonna heal this because he doesn't right now have a way to deal with it. Instead of my face. Like, we are most likely alive, so let's just protect our assets, right? Regis, so happy I've been able to catch almost all your streams, so here's a familiar face, says Sir Karsten. Definitely, man. Appreciate you always being here. Thanks so much for all the support. If only Regis had a beard like Malfurion. That sounds like a, oh my god. No! I cannot believe this is happening. That is a nuts play! I need Holy Nova desperately badly. I gotta mind control. Like, we're gonna fall behind if I don't. This is not a terrible thing to mind control, right? It's like 7-6 in total stats. It's fine. This guy's plays, that's like the best Turtle on Primalist ever. It gave him 8-8 in stats, theoretically. We stole it, so I mean, he didn't end up getting it all, but just nuts. It's basically a 5-4 that said summon an 8-8, you know. Thank God we've been holding on to this. Like, we might still stabilize, but this is a little late. Like, do I go ahead and use it, though? I think I'm gonna use it. Because he's actually at risk of dying soon, so getting minions out means this might live and might just kill this guy sooner or later. This has been an oh, that's such a good card to have right now. He basically just gets free stats in another top deck. Oh my god, of course. Why am I at all surprised that that is what happened? It's not a bad turn. Jesus. Oh my god. I gotta heal this to make his hero power bad. This sucks because it heals him. I mean, we have to play it because it's stats on the board, but he's gonna top deck an amazing card. Well, that's not so amazing. I'd like to see Corrupted Seer at this point would be a pretty good draw. Or any of the big guys, say the Threshodon. Violet Teacher just dies for free, basically. Not a good draw. He can hero power trade the Panther in and trade this way. He has a 1 health dude that I'll never be able to kill. Well, I'll probably top deck Elven Archer instead of a good minion, so I'll probably kill it. That's fine. Oh my god. I just flabbergasted at this guy's deck. He's gonna go all face. That actually gives me an out with Corrupted Seer. Just it doesn't do much. Trading into this actually sucks. I have to do it though. I don't get any value trading in anything else. But he gets 2 cards again. This is nuts. I don't believe this. How are you supposed to win games like this? How are you supposed to win games like this? I'm way behind. I'm way behind. Oh my god, he almost got punished too. So we're not dead this turn. It's something. It's something. This might be. This is not enough to stabilize. He's going to be able to push through enough damage unless I get like Corrupted Seer again or something. That's fine. Corrupted Seer. Oh, he's trading. Wow, I would not have traded there. He could have put me on 2. I mean, he's still going to put me on lethal, so it's probably fine. That's enough to stay alive, technically. What do you trade in here? I think you traded the Bad Bomber for sure. That's probably too much. I don't think I could live now. He takes me to 3. Yeah, even if I get Corrupted Seer and heal, there's no outs. I can't do anything. The game's over. I apparently have a really good deck, but how is this a 0-1? Like, how are we both the 0-1 right now? What is going on in Arena that our 2 decks, like this guy's deck was insane. I don't think he played a bad card. I mean, we top decked pretty poorly late, but the fact that we were ever behind was just ridiculous. He had some of the sickest Arena combos I've ever seen. I'm not even salty. That was incredible. I just don't even know what to... What do you make of that? What do you make of that? Oh my gosh. That guy had like an 80 tier score on Hearth Arena, I bet. I'm just stunned. That was amazing. That was fun to watch it unfold. I may have to do 2 arena runs if this one goes 0-3. If we fail this hard, I may have to go twice. I mean, I actually think we're still going to win 5 games or something is the crazy thing. Like, it sucks that we got off to the most ridiculously terrible start. But I don't even... What can you do? Love all those emotes, Billy the Squip. Man, I need to learn my emotes still, guys. I don't know emotes very well. The emote culture of Twitch chat. I need to learn that stuff. I can't get to rank 6, says Tan45. I'm sorry, man. Keep going. You'll get there. Don't worry. You just need that one win streak, a little bit of variance to flow your way, and you'll be good. Hold up. I got to open Logical's message here. He took so long to type this. We got to read it. Yeah, that would have been one out. It was about the only way we were going to win that game, is some sort of crazy, stupid interaction. Yeah, 10 Stegodons into the most ridiculous beast combos I've ever seen in my life. This is fine. All 3 will hit my face, but it's fine. Oh! RNGesus has turned back to my side. Sirs, good sirs. Just faced a Shaman in Arena, had 3 Volcanoes and 2 Hexes. That is actually filthy, Expectero. That is nuts. That shouldn't be allowed. That's a Shadow Word Pain target, I think, honestly. We may never get a better turn or target, because we don't really have much else to do anyway. It's just a 3-drop, like you can sometimes hit better value stuff, but just for curve considerations and a little bit of face damage extra, just all kinds of reasons I like that. It's also a pretty good Shadow Word Pain target, though. What do you know? Ooh. Ooh. Should I go for it? We could just play the Akanai Soul Priest and it'd be a totally fine play. But I'm going to go for it, guys. You only live once, right? Like, this could be so clutch if this works. It'll probably kill my Brewmaster and I'll feel terrible. But even if it pops the Divine Shield, it was worth it, right? Like... Oh! Well, still, like I said, I mean, we got to develop a minion. Pop the Divine Shield, basically, so... Not necessarily a significantly different play than just playing the Akanai Soul Priest. Oh, man. That's another good target, though. Shoot. That's fine. Could just silence and trade, but then it dies to the 3/1s. That feels pretty bad. We don't have a good clean 5-drop here. I guess I'd rather kill the Violet Teacher for free, basically, here. If he tries to take a value trade this way, we can ping it off with the Soul Priest next turn. I think he'll just kill this, though, and trade. We could still ping it off next turn. This might live and allow some other shenanigans. We'll see. Do it. Surprised he didn't get Mal'Ganis, even though Mal'Ganis isn't a possibility to get anymore. I'm surprised it didn't just happen, because like Blizzard didn't just forego the rules of Arena for the sake of corrupting this run, because that's how it's been so far. So this will feel just fine. Hopefully this lives and we can get some more hero power value, but if not, Threshodon's a really solid 7-drop, so it's fine. Oh, I don't care about that at all. That's just useless to me. Makes no difference. I actually could just go ahead and silence that, and this is actually kind of a sick play. Silence it, trade into it, Elven Archer and Hero Power this guy to clear the board and develop a pretty hefty board of my own. The alternative is just like playing a 7-drop and trading, but... just in case he does have some shenanigans, like, maybe this is the best time ever to use my silence, right? And how satisfying will these pings and stuff be? I feel like that's a pretty sick play. And we can also follow up with Stormwind Champion. The gaming guy, I drafted a great deck, apparently, but we're being brutally beaten. Sir Karsten says, "Hey Regis, I watched your vids of Elemental Mage and Elemental Shaman. I have 400 spare dust because I got a second Elise as a legend, rip, plus some cards for both class. Which deck do you think is stronger?" Elemental Shaman deck is stronger, I think. Especially with if it's something you can grow into more, like Elemental Shaman's still a good higher tier deck, whereas Elemental Mage is really not. So it's the kind of thing that you can get even better with too. So is this going to be close to lethal here? It's 4, 5 is 9, 11. We could just play this. Like, he can get a lot of Volcanosaur value trading into my minions. So, I mean, we could just do like Stubborn Gastropod, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and Hero Power Face, or maybe even... Well, we can't Hero Power the minions, so we could just Hero Power Face. There's a chance this survives, and he has to trade this into it, which just totally shuts it down. The risk is AoE. If he has some sort of board clear, like Twisting Nether, we just lose our board. But he also loses his. He only gets like 10 face damage for free. So I think I'm going to make the gamble here. Like, Hellfire would also be pretty bad, though, because it'd kill everything except the Alkanai Soul Priest, and this would go down to 3. If he did trade it in, he'd only get 5 face damage. He'd have 4 mana to play something else. Maybe we just go big with the board. I wish I had like 9 mana instead. Do I guess, actually, why don't I just kill this with my minions and leave the 2 big guys around? I think I like this better, actually. There's no reason to ignore it. We could just do this and have lethal set up for next turn. Or close to lethal. Probably overthought that. Just clear the giant scary dude. I mean, we could have put him down to 7 and had a chance at lethal anyway, but why risk it, right? We're ahead, I think. He has more cards, so there is some advantage to ending the game sooner, but I suspect he doesn't have a very efficient answer to these. Twisting Nether would be his best option, I'm sure. It doesn't do enough. Yeah, we can just trade Hero Power this. Cabal Talon Priest, the Stormwind Champion to keep it alive. Go face for 6. That's probably all I'll play. I don't want to play into board clears too much, because it'll get me lethal on board next turn for sure. And there's an argument to buffing the Soul Priest, right? To keep it alive for pings and stuff, but these 2 minions will hopefully be enough, and I might actually want to heal one of my minions before too long, so making that sort of a flexible health cost thing can be important to do sometimes. Let's see. Crips Donger. Wow! Guys, we have a celebrity in chat. Crips Donger has made the journey all the way over here down to Regis Kilpin. Crips Donger is in my chat. Crips Donger is looking at my face. Up close and personal. I can't do it. I can't go any further. Can't do it. 0-3 says Cripstonger. Oh, so Cripstonger comes here and he wishes us the same luck that Crip has. He sensed the disturbance in the arena force, where unbelievably unlucky things happen. Cripstonger got a rise when he saw us struggling in arena. Cripstonger got excited by our failure in arena. I could do this all day. Cripstonger, welcome to the channel. You are going to be a valuable asset as far as comedy is concerned. The chat is rated 18. Donger is not even... What does Donger mean? I don't even know what that means. Is Donger a word? What does that mean, guys? Just tell me what Donger means. I thought it was a dongle, like something you plug something into, or bless the Donger. I'm not gonna bless Crip's Donger. I don't want Crip to steal my luck, guys. No way. You know, this is actually a fairly good hand in a lot of ways. Maybe we drop the Elven Archer, but Violet Teacher Holy Smite does some cool stuff. This is a good 3-drop. We have a chance of hitting a good 2. If something really scary comes out, we can smite it early. I don't want to play the Archer on 1 or anything, so I'm gonna pass her back. See what we can get here. It's a 2-drop, but is it good enough? Maybe. Sometimes I think this is just fine to play on 2 to make trades, depending on your curve and stuff. But Coin Holy Smite's pretty nuts with Violet Teacher, if you can keep them. Guys, in case you're wondering, I was being a little bit sarcastic about asking what a donger was. Good luck, says the gaming guy. Could coin the 3-drop, but then we lose our Violet Teacher. Could just play the Gastropod to trade. It's certainly not the best play ever, but we did follow it up with a 3-drop, so This could be pretty good if it sticks on the board and lives. He may just have to ping on 2 or on 3. He may not have a great play. I think it's worthwhile to just keep up on the board here to make sure we get some Violet Teacher value. Donger, Craig has him on Hearthstone chat. I love it. Oh, Gap of Pride says Demon's Fire. Loves all the Dogger chat, obviously. Alright, this is fine. He may have to ping on 4, which cuts out his mana cost. Ooh, that's a good card, man. Imagine if we can land that on the Teacher somehow. It's going to be nuts. If we force the ping here, he may not play anything else. Might have a good 2-drop to go along with it, which would be scary, but... Targeting my face? No. Frostbolt on the minion's pretty good. Bluegill Sniper is solid if he has another good 2-drop. It's just an active ping. Oh, he does, in fact. Man. We can Holy Smite that, though. That's totally fine. I think this is still the play. It might be fairly hard. This guy doesn't even know I'm streaming. It's funny. It may be fairly hard to kill the Violet Teacher for him. I don't know. We're going to get to develop some dudes, though. If he can't kill it this turn, it's probably going to live for a while, thanks to Cabal Talon Priest, which is nice. Or maybe even could heal it if it lives. All of which are great things to happen. He does have the kill, unfortunately. It's a very slow turn as far as tempo is concerned, though. So I think we can develop the Bruiser. Or a better 5-drop if we get it. No, just the Bruiser's fine. There's no reason to play the Talon Priest on these 1/1s. Like, yeah, it denies a ping, but who cares? They're 1/1s. If we can get it on something that trades efficiently, that's going to be much more valuable. The only real concern I have right now is that he has more cards than me, and my cards aren't really that good on average as far as card quality is concerned, but he's sacrificing a lot of tempo to do that. Makes me think he must have some board clears and stuff that he's okay. Whoa! Never mind. Huh. Well, there you go. That's, balance is being restored to the Force. We're back to 2-2. Which feels pretty good. Yo, says fuck you. So we got Crips Donger and we got fuck you in chat. Welcome, guys. Lyoko 2016 says, Arena. Yeah, man, we're playing Arena. If you're just joining us, I didn't legitimately lose 2 games. We got demolished by the most ridiculous things we've ever seen in our lives. So, don't be alarmed. I need to shout out some new follows here. It feels like my follower thing is not quite keeping up to date. Let's see. Maybe it is, though. How long ago did I start streaming? 2 hours and 42 minutes ago. Oliver8989, Jeebus007, Doppelganger, and Agtep. Guys, thanks for the new follows. Much appreciated. Love it. Malchus is watching in chat. He knows. I am indeed streaming, Malchus. Congrats on rank 5, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I know it's on curve, but I'm going to toss it back. There's better cards to get. That's all really, really slow. Sea Giant's pretty intriguing, actually, against Paladin, but that's okay. How do I follow on mobile? I don't really know where the button is. Like, sounds like time is not on my side. Says it's a heart. So press the heart, I guess, is how you follow on mobile. This will be fine. He's got Prince Malgazar. Kind of scary, but might really reduce the consistency of his curve. If he got like 5 high-cost legendaries and draws them all right away, might help us out. We whiffed on the 2-drop. I wish he'd played a minion. Oh, he couldn't have minioned yet unless he coined, but this will still be a pretty solid play on the Mistress anyway. Just for efficient trades. A little less efficient now, but I'm still going to do it, of course. I'm not going to make the trade. I don't want to double the damage of that thing faster. We can trade it with the 3. He could coin Blessing of Kings is the only downside, but he could do that anyway. We didn't have a way to actually kill it, right? So. Yeah, I think we'll just make trades here and play the Twilight Drake.
Aha!
I'm going to play around Consecration a little bit here. In other words, leave one thing at 3 health instead of putting both things at 2 health, even though that might make more sense. Might have looked better. Just to keep me safe against Consecration, really. It sounds like I got another new follow. Crips Donger has followed. What? Crips Donger is following me around? That's awesome. The Crypt's Dogger jokes are endless. So I think I know I'm going to get a Cabal Talon Priest back if I play Onyx Bishop. And at the end of the day, that's a pretty good result, really, a 3-4. Because that means I got a 6-8 in stats for 5 mana, which is pretty good. 5 Death Wings from Malchezaar, yeah. That is the best spelling of Malchezaar I've ever seen, by the way. That's like the, it looks like a Spanish spelling of Malchezaar. Malchezaar. Got to do 6 damage to that. Alternatively, I could just punch him in the face a lot. We actually have 7, 9, 12, 14, 16. God, we're really close to lethal, guys. I'm just going to punch him in the face. Even with the Mistress of Mixtures, like he could trade into that and kill it, maybe, but then he still has all these other minions to deal with, right? Like, come on. We're going to hit him in the face. Oh! Did I have lethal in any way? No, but it didn't matter. Because this does damage now. I forgot. He has to kill the Akanai first. We might have had some sort of weird lethal with Holy Smite or something. Or trading it in. Did we have lethal? Could have played the Akanai. I had 2 mana left. Could have played the Holy Smite on face. Oh, I couldn't Hero Power and Holy Smite, I don't think. So I think we were going to be too short. The Mistress would have done 4. He was at 8 when he conceded. Would have put him to 4. I think I could only Hero Power or Holy Smite. So I don't think I could get him to 0. But it was really close. You guys can maybe do the math better than me. I have been ranked 5 since day 2. I fell from 1 to 5 playing things like Cthulhu Hunter. Well, that actually sounds like a pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty honorable fall. Like if you're gonna lose games, Cthulhu Hunter is the way to do it in my mind. That sounds awesome. When are we going to be able to sub, says Sir Karsten. Awesome question. I haven't really applied for partnership yet, which is the traditional way to get subs, but Twitch announced pretty recently that they're going to be giving sub buttons to basically most streamers that are at all active. You have to have like 50 followers, essentially. So they didn't announce when that's going to be going live. Sometime in the soonish future, it sounded like. So you can sub at that point. Although I won't have very many emotes. I think I'm only going to get 1 emote. But of course, I'll still be trying to get partnership. I'm probably, at the end of the day, not that far away from getting partnership. So it might be coming sooner or later regardless. I still need more concurrent viewers. So the best thing you can do right now is watch me consistently and get your friends to watch me consistently. But don't worry about subbing too much, guys. I'm doing just fine. Appreciate all that support, though, in the voice of the support. Stream PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I guess Andrew, whoever that might be, was not here earlier in the chat when I said that I would be streaming PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds later this evening. So, I don't know. Might have missed that one. We'll just do this to play on curve here. It might survive, right? Could trade into something pretty cool. He's got some high-statted 3-drop or something. And then the Fire Plume or the Twilight Drake in either regard. This is a Chillwind Yeti, right? This is maybe more active on the board. We'll see. Playing Legendary Paladin on ladder right now. What does Legendary Paladin mean? Just like Prince Malchezaar with a ton of legendaries in it? That sounds fun, too. Well, that's a fairly annoying thing to play into my Gastropod, if I'm being totally honest with you. I guess I'll kill it and make that a 2-2 and just play the Twilight Drake. Alternatively, I could just totally take the board, kill this, and Fire Plume Phoenix it. That's actually probably better against Paladin, honestly. So we'll kill this. It'll buff this guy. Paladin keeping minions off the board can be pretty relevant, just in case that card or this card is Blessing of Kings, right? Can make a big difference. Even though this gives me less total stats on the board. Might just matter. Shadow Word Pain, anybody? No. I think I gotta save this for a bigger buff reduction later. I don't think I can use it yet. I don't want to make this trade either. Let's make him do it. Slow down his damage output a little bit. We can trade right back, hopefully. Blessing of Kings would still suck, but at least I could silence it off if that happens. Looks like he's handling 2 minions, though, that he's considering here. My guess is one's a 3-drop that the coin, he hero powers with. Shattered Sun Cleric is a minion as well. That makes the trade really awkward for me. Oh, he's going face, though. Interesting. Very interesting. This is gonna. Is this for sure gonna summon my 1/2 guy? I think it will. It's no. I played a minion before that, right? Yeah. What did I play before that? Wild Pyro. Yeah, it might summon a Wild Pyro. We don't want that. Corrupted Seer. Is that intriguing at all here? We could kill the Stegodon. Maybe I just silence the Stegodon to make some value trades here. We can heal our minions afterwards. I mean, it got buffed twice, right? Like hand buff and this buff, so. We can heal this back up to 3, which would deny the Stegodon completely and make some value trades. The Stegodon can trade into the Fire Plume Phoenix, but that's the weakest minion on the board, so that'd be fine, and then we could trade back. We can also buff both these guys with a Stormwind next turn, so should be good. Let's see. You need to create the Lucky Bronzebeard emote. Yeah, it's going to be fun making emotes if that day ever comes. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to have to help me out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Titation says, Regis, ever heard of Anzac Day? I have not heard of that, I don't think. You have to fill me in, Titation. What is that? Sounds like a really cool acronym. I don't own Prince Malchezaar. Playing things like Sergeant Sally, Morose, Cairn, Yag, etc. I said Yag, really funny. Yag. Yag. A bunch of legendaries. That sounds awesome. That is a card. Sally and Morose. Yeah, that sounds fun, dude. I'm curious how the results are going. And I'm assuming you're struggling a little bit, but... unfortunately, it looks like the Silverhand Recruit's going to get some value here no matter how I do this, but I do want to resolve the board a little bit here. It probably means the Stormwind Champion lives to some extent, right? I just like being able to kill those minions as much as possible. Consecration's pretty good too, but still leaves me with my best minion, so could probably live with the Consecration. The trade is kind of the expected result here. I think just big time Racketeer. Could actually go for another value trade. He didn't show Consecration or anything, or even Hammer of Wrath. Maybe we make this value trade, heal and Racketeer, and trade here, and this goes to 1 health. These are pretty big guys. This is still at 4 health. So, I mean, True Silver Champion would kill it, but if he commits 4 mana to True Silver, that means he only has 4 mana left for an actual minion. Then we have a huge board. Like, Quality Consecration would beat us, but he didn't have Consecration or he would have used it already. Alternatively, we could just leave this at 6 health, trade here, go face, and play the dudes. There's some upside to that, too, just because everything stays at higher health. I guess I like that better. There's no reason to risk it. Things like Corrupted Seer, for instance. There's all kinds of cards that could hurt us there. So, do we want to kill the 1/1 is another question. Do we really need to kill the 1/1, or can it just live? I think it can just live. I think I'm fine. Let's kill it, actually. I'm just going to kill it. We can heal the minion back up. I know it's crazy to run a 6/6 into a 1/1, but I think it's right with so many buff cards. Stegodons, like... Now if he does buff stuff, it's not active right away, right? He's not given the buff charge, essentially, so there's... Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Well, that's cool, man. That's not something I would have heard of, obviously, because I'm from the U.S., but... It's interesting that that's a recognized day specifically, because 102 years ago today, we landed in Gallipoli in World War I. That's awesome. Does your part of the world, like Australia and New Zealand, are they as... Because, you know, here in the U.S., we're very, like, pro-military, and that kind of culture is really important. I wonder if... I kind of am curious if the same is... true in Australia. If you guys are really proud of your military and that kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, by the way. I'm not being judgmental. I think it's awesome. Just wonder how those kinds of things translate culturally. I know that this will die fairly easily, but that sets up a Holy Nova. Plus, we're just punching him for so much damage that he might very well be dead. Yag Saren. Happy's aunt. Yeah, it's about how I pronounced it, definitely. So that's the kind of buff we've been trying to dodge. Imagine how much better that would have been on the 1/1, right? I didn't see where that came from his hand. But we have lethal, right? 13, 15, yeah. Should be lethal. Let me double check. 13, 15. Hey guys, we're ahead. That was quick. We went 0-2 so fast, and then I feel like we just shot to 4-2 even faster, which is awesome. That's exactly the result I was looking for. So at the end of the day, you know, 4-3, successful. Not a raging success, but we won more than we lost. And that's really your goal at the end of the day, right? To have a higher than 50% win percentage. At the end of the day, that's going to win you some games, make you some gold, all that fun stuff. It's not as much that we're pro-military. It's kind of a day where we all go to dawn service and we pay respects to those who lost their lives. I see, Titation. That's much like our Memorial Day here. We also have Veterans Day, but that's more about recognizing, I think, veterans who are still alive, and Memorial Day is those who've lost their life. So sounds pretty similar to how we do it. And ours is in May, so pretty soon. Much like yours, it sounds like. Yeah, we got to get some early game here. It's Paladin. They can be scary if we're not careful. I believe every day is a good day when you paint. Man, I loved the Bob Ross stream on Twitch. That was one of the best things I've ever been a part of. Just the way Twitch chat reacted to Bob Ross. And I like Bob Ross anyway. Grew up on Bob Ross. The chillest dude ever. What an awesome thing that was. So cool to be a part of. And then I actually saw a Bob Ross link on Reddit today talking about, you know, he says basically you gotta have light, you gotta have dark. Dark on dark's no good. Light on light's no good. He says it's just like in life. Sometimes you gotta. What does he say? It's just like in life, you know. I'm trying to think about my plays and talk about Bob Ross at the same time. About to tear up, but not really. You know, sometimes you gotta have sad moments and bad moments in life to make you appreciate the good moments. And he says, I'm waiting on the good moments now. And it's like the saddest thing ever. It's so sad. But that's like Hearthstone too, right? Just like Hearthstone. You gotta have the salt. You gotta have the bad luck to appreciate the good luck. I think some Hearthstone people forget that. I won't name any names, but it's somebody with a donger in particular. It's somebody with a donger in particular that forgets that. I do not have any good plays here. I'm going to trade into this just to set up this trade and this minion, and I want to trade before I play the minion because I don't want to pull the minion back to my hand. Like, I could replay it for 1 mana, but I might as well do the damage while I can, so it's fine. Maybe we can kill this next turn, but I still don't have any good plays. My hand is just abysmal. I need a 4-drop. Holy Nova is eventually good against that stuff, but not right now. Oh, clutch draw. Totally good. I'll take it. Puts me back ahead on the board, which is nice. Yeah, I figured that you meant Anzac Day was today, Titation. I figured you weren't just randomly naming holidays in the future, but that's awesome, dude. That's a cool name compared to what we name our stuff. Like, ours are pretty obvious names, right? That one's like, man, do I just go ahead and Holy Nova this? It's so bad, but I don't have any plays. I mean, we could Holy Smite trade, but what does that accomplish? I could take the board with a 1/1, but it does nothing. My hand is just god awful. I think I have to save the Holy Nova for a comeback later, because I don't think I'm winning this game outright right now. This sucks, but it's literally the best play I have. So I didn't do the trade for him. So if he trades it and plays like Doppelgangster or whatever, I just line up for a perfect Holy Nova, you know, if he trades this way. Stonehill, that's a Tyrion. You know that's a Tyrion. He just got a Tyrion Forging, no doubt. This card is nuts for Paladin. There's basically no bad results. Oh, never mind. This is playable. That's a good draw. We won't make the trade for him. Let him do it. Let him sort it out. But no one's goal is 4-3 in Arena. I disagree with that. It's not my goal, but I think a lot of people would be happy with 4 and 3 in Arena. I mean, you have to realize 3 and 3 is average, right? What just happened? We got equality? Okay. Well, what if I told you we had an answer for that? Actually... So, Wild Pyro Holy Smite here takes this to 3. We're not going to be able to kill it, right? It's actually going to live. This takes it to 4. This takes it to 3, or to 2, and this takes it to 1. That sucks. We can't actually kill it. Do we actually just want to play like this out? No, because we can't kill that. We could Holy Nova too, but... Holy Nova also doesn't kill it. This isn't perfect, but it's the best we've got, right? Oh, I need to do this first. It's not a perfect play by any means, but it's the best we got. Technically, both things live to the board as far as we know. So yeah, I aim for more than 4 and 3, and I mean, 7 is your ultimate goal, but I mean, the literal best Arena players in the world are averaging 7 wins right now. The top 100 list, not everybody on it's even at 7. So really, realistically, most Arena players are probably aiming for an average of 5 to 6 would be really good. So, I mean, 4 is... I bet an average of 4 wins is probably like the 70th percentile if I had to guess. Maybe the 65th percentile. In other words, 65% of Hearthstone players in the world would be pretty happy to get to 4 wins if I had to make a guess. I think we'll just go for bodies here. I'm leaving the Pyromancer alive more so just in case I want to utilize its effect, right? It's more likely to live with 4 health. Although he's got the trade here, clearly, so it doesn't really matter. Might also want it to die to keep this alive. Told ya. Told ya. This is bad. I mean, at least we have a kill for it. That's helpful. I don't think healing that does anything, to tell you the truth. Because, you know, it goes to 4. I guess I will, just in case he feels really compelled to kill the Swordsman Champion. But I don't feel good about this game. I think we're going to lose. That Tyrion's nuts. I'm 3-0 with a bad mage deck, but I got extremely lucky, and that's why I won. I didn't deserve any of my wins because I was too lucky. Well, that happens sometimes, man. Don't complain. It's good. We have Remembrance Day later in the year. Protocol for losing in Arena 1, blame deck. 2, if deck is good, blame RNG. 3, if deck is RNG, goes your way and went first, blame opponent's crazy deck, RNG, opponent top the answers. 5, if all else fails, blame snipers with wild decks. That sounds exactly correct to me, to tell you the truth, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, boy. And this is how you get back in games. Oh, my God. This is sick. I guess I actually keep the, I even keep this alive, don't I? I just trade these little guys off. Because they become pretty useless once this is dead. So there's no reason to, like, make this trade and Holy Nova. Oh, actually, I could do both. I can do both. I can keep this alive, too. Oh, my God. The plays right now. Because this goes to 3. We Holy Nova it to 5. We trade here to kill it. Oh, I should have played another minion. Oh, I should have played this first. I should have played this first. Oh, no. I'm not actually going to play it at all, because we have enough lethal on board, I think. And we don't want to play into consecration and stuff too much. Because he could just kill it and then consecrate. Oh, that's not good. Should have played this, but I got nervous by the rope. This might actually cost me the game. Poop. Poop. I don't know if he had an answer for this. How much damage would this have had? He had like a 6 minion board. Would have been 8. Could have popped these guys off for even more. Oh, man. I think I messed up, guys. Well, I can play it now. that's fine. What do we want to freeze here? I guess not his face. We actually want him utilizing the weapon because that's damage. So we freeze the highest attack dude. That makes it more likely my minions die. So he'll trade this way on this guy and it'll be almost dead. He might use this to kill this, which puts him at 5. We have 2. I don't know if we can win. I think I messed up. I got too excited by the rope. I think we would have won if we'd played this before we did the clear. I'm sad to look at Twitch chat. You guys are going to yell at me. Pretty sad. Of course, 3 and 3 is average, but no one really wants to end it there. It's a net loss. Well, yeah, from a reward standpoint, I mean, obviously 7 is the magic number. That's where you want to get, right? But what I'm suggesting is that for half the player base, 3 and 3 is actually a positive result, because 3 and 3 is the average, right? It's not even just the... I think I'm probably just dead to board trades and stuff here, unfortunately. I don't know if we even have any outs that do this much damage. Maybe Mad Bomber. Alkanai Soul Priest could get me there, maybe-ish. I don't think... Oh my god, he actually got a charge off on Tenaris Hogchopper. That's a first for me. So in other words, like, yeah, for me and you, Murray, who are probably well above average Hearthstone players, yeah, 3 and 3 is a failure, but I don't want to put it in the context of just people who are really good, right? There's also the rest of the world out there. I'm going to lose this game because I've sucked. So, yeah, I'm with you. I understand. I get it. I don't disagree with your points at all. Just that for some people, 3 and 3 is actually a good result. Hey, buddy, watch Twitch. That's actually funny, Glidleo. I like that. I'm actually 4-0 right now with Legendary Paladin. Let's see. This does not help me at all. No outs. We're dead. I sucked. I think we could have played the... I don't know that it would have lived because there was Repentance up, but, man. I didn't even think about the secret either, honestly. I got too consumed with that turn, catching the heel of the Stormwind Champion. Should have tested the secret first with the small attack guy, probably just in case it was Noble Sacrifice, and then should have played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Should have tested with the small guy. Should have played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Should have played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul first. Then should have tested with the small guy. Then should have Holy Nova'd. Would have sacrificed 2 damage and a minion, basically, but it would have ensured that we got the clear. Then should have attacked with the whatchamacallem. And then we would have had a Flesh-Eating Ghoul that was at like a 9/9/1. He would have had a minion on the board, I think, or the weapon or something. I don't remember, guys. I don't know. But I goofballed the turn regardless. We should have won that game, I think. We should still be alive. We're not going to be rewarded because we sucked. I mean, our 2 losses were totally unreasonably ridiculous, I think. But that last one was on me. We should have won that game. So let's see what happens. Surely, given my luck with packs today, this won't be anything outstanding or spectacular, and it's not. Grievous Bite's cool. That's fine. I'll take it. And there you have it. That was a very interesting run. It felt like I got, not robbed necessarily, but just wowed by a couple absolutely incredible decks. And then, unfortunately, I think I whiffed a little bit there at the end. So that run had a lot more promise than it actually delivered. But at the end of the day, 1 more games that I lost, so I can't feel too terribly bad about that fact. So if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions about this particular run, my draft choices, etc., please leave them in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.